Good day, one and all, and Merry Christmas Eve. To those of you out there, didn't think I'd be making a video today. I know I won't be making one tomorrow on Christmas, but I had a niece and a sister-in-law ask for some last-minute items that they wanted to give as gifts. So I'm going to be making some wood ornaments today. Now they're about, let's see how big these are. These are about 3.5-inch ornaments. Wood discs. I got these on Amazon last year. What I have done to them already is I took on the back side, I put a coat of white paint, and I just used apple barrel. This is a quick drying. And then I put one coat of Mod Podge, and I just used the gloss luster. It doesn't matter. You can use any kind of Mod Podge you might have. And then on the back side, I left it blank, but I put a coat of Mod Podge on top of that. And you can see it's not totally dry in areas, and that is fine. I only need 3 ornaments today, but I did 4 backs, so I can show you what I do with one of the backs. And I'm using a paper napkin. And this is my large napkin. And I've already cut apart 3 of the panels. And now you need to pull on a napkin. It has several layers, and you need to pull that off. So I'm going to show you what I do, and I'm going to be using the white side. If you're using something see-through, you need to put white. See, if I put that on there, you'll see the wood grain, and it might not look as pretty. But if you coat it in white, it allows the brightness to shine through much better. So all I need to do now is kind of center my scene on the back of the ornament. Grab a piece of parchment paper, cover that up, and you can use any iron. I just happen to have this little Cricut mini press. Let me get that back where I want it to be. I want to see mainly the seam. Well, doesn't want to cooperate today. And then I'm just going to take this and just kind of like rub it over here for a few moments. What this does is it remelts the Mod Podge and makes the napkin adhere to it. Doesn't take very long. Okay. So I'm going to put this on pause while I do these other ones. Same process. I'll be right back. Okay, I have them all ironed down, and I've already done 3 of the edges, and I wanted to show you how to, and I believe I did this last year, but your napkin is here, and how to get off the extra. You can take like a water brush and just wet the edges and come off. I just use a nail file that I got from the Dollar Tree and just do this, and it will make a mess of wood sawdust on your desk. The water wouldn't do that, but this is just quicker for me. And I always worried about getting the Mod Podge wet, if that would affect it so soon after ironing them down. All right, I'm just gonna take this and clean off the sawdust. I just have wax paper down here. All right, I'll just flip it over. Now, the only thing I need to do on this side is I'm going to get a toothpick. You see where those holes are? Just find the hole and put it through. Some of them you can easier see the hole. Other ones you kind of got to figure out where it is. These ones already came with the holes drilled on. Now, I'm not going to use one of these today, as I only need to make 3. So I'm going to show you what I do to the back. Like, let's see. I'm not going to use this one today. I'm just going to take my diamond stickles, and I'm going to highlight areas on here. And I will do that with the other ones, but I've still got quite a bit to do. So I can't show you me doing the backs of them today. And I'm just going to kind of put this where the snow is. Just here and there, random, just to make it a little sparkly. And to add a little bit of interest to the napkin. Now, you don't need to seal this with another coat of Mod Podge. You do not. The one nice thing about the Mod Podge iron technique, it works slick as a whistle. Now, see, and that's how the backs will look. Let's see if I can get the sparkle to show for you. And it looks like it might not show. But trust me, it's very sparkly now. All right, so I'm going to set that one aside to dry. And normally, for these ornaments, I'll let them dry for several hours before I put the stickles on the back. Now I'm going to turn them over. And these are going to have photos on them. Oh, that's my... Now what I did is I just used my computer and I printed out photos, but I made them 4 inches square. And then I used, I believe this is an old, this is a 3-inch circle, I believe. Oh no, 3.5-inch circle. I got this from Joann Fabrics many years ago. It's a layered set. And I just cut out the photos that I need to put on the ornaments. And let's see which one's going to look best on. The ornaments are different shapes. None of them are perfectly round because a tree doesn't come perfectly round. I think I'm going to put that one on here. And I already have my Mod Podge on here. So all I need to do is take the photo, put it down and get it as centered as I can, and heat it up, just like I did the napkin. And this is just regular printer paper from my printer. I'm not sure if it would work with photo paper or not. Oh, I just turned it off. Okay. And that is already down. Okay. And I'll just quickly show you these. This is my niece's dogs. Last year I had done photos of all of her kids and the pets that she had at the time. And now she wants to fill in with her new pets. These are fairly inexpensive and fairly quick. You could probably do them. Oh, you do need to allow dry time. So you could probably do them in a day. And that's down. And if I stay too long, you can see I have a laser printer. So some of the ink will come off, but not much. But I try not to let it be on there too long. So I'm just going to grab it. I have another piece of parchment here already cut that I laid aside. I thought I did. Yep, there it is. Try not to leave it in one spot for too long. You can do inkjet, laser jet. Just do it quick, and then you won't have the concern of the ink coming off. All right, now that one fit on there almost perfect. So I'm just going to take the same and get the edges off. You can use scissors. You can use an X-Acto knife. This one I'm going to use scissors just to trim. I think I'll use my smaller scissors. And then I'm going to fill in the edges by making my own snow. I normally use Snow-Tex. It's a fake snow product. But my other sister-in-law is using that at the moment and has it at her house. So I'm going to make my own snow. So I'm going to put you on pause while I trim these all up, and I'll be right back. Okay, that only took a moment. This is my nephew who passed away from COVID in the early days. All right, now to make my snow. I'm just going to use baking soda, white paint, glitter. All right, so I just have a container. You don't really need any particular recipe. Just kind of eyeball it. And I have a spoon here. My baking soda is a little clumpy, so I'm just going to break up the clumps. Oh, and you need Mod Podge. Or you can use clear glue. I just happen to have Mod Podge. Now, I want my snow to be sparkly. So to this baking soda, I'm going to add, this is just some really sparkly glitter. This is ultra fine transparent. This just happens to be art glitter number 85. And I'm just going to throw enough glitter in there to make my snow be so sparkly. And I'm just going to mix it up and see if it's as sparkly as I want it. If not, I'll add a little bit more glitter. And I'm going to add more glitter. You know me, things have to be sparkle, sparkle. And you probably can't see the sparkle. I'm going to add just a little bit more. All right. And that should be enough of the glitter. Now I'm going to add Mod Podge. And I just have in a little container here. And I just need to add enough to make this kind of wet and pasty. So you just kind of mix it up. And I'm going to add some more. I usually make it in smaller batches, so this time I have it in, I'll just take it all out of here. We'll just use it all today. All right. And you can also add in a little bit of water, which I think I'm going to do. Add a little bit of water. I've got some in one of my squirt bottles here. Just add a little bit of water. And then I'm going to add some white paint. And I'm just going to squirt some out. You don't have to use a whole lot. And really with the baking soda, you really don't have to use the white. You can do like a pale blue if you want your snow to have a hint of blue. It's just enough to color. Just add a little bit of color. Oh, that's looking good. Okay, and so I want it to be pasty, which is what this is. If you wanted to paint with it, you would just keep adding it until you had like a runny consistency. I want this to be glopped on the edge. And it's getting a little thick for my plastic spoon, so I'm just going to grab a spatula here. And there we go. Nice and paste. I'm going to add just a hair more water. You want it kind of like a really thick pancake batter, at least for what I'm using it for. And that might have been a little too much water, so not a problem. Just add a little bit more baking soda. And now it needs more sparkle. Never enough sparkle. That's a lot, but okay. So when these ornaments are on the tree with the sparkle in it, it'll really glisten when the lights hit it. Oh, that is good. This is kind of the consistency you want, where it just kind of glops off. You can actually take this and use it like modeling clay and build yourself a little snowman if you want to. And once he's dry and hardened, he's good to go. Okay, now comes the fun part, or not so fun part, depending on how you look at it. I'm just going to take little pieces of this and put it around the ornament on the edges. What it does is it just kind of hides the wood edge in case maybe you didn't get your picture down perfectly. But just put it around the top. What I'm doing is I'm putting it around the top edge of the photo. And it'll look better here in a few moments. And it can drip down the side. But I'm just kind of scooping it on. And I'll just show doing this to one ornament so that you don't have to sit through watching me use a palette knife to put snow all over this ornament, or for the next two. And snow is meant to be different textures. I'm going to put a little bit hanging down the sides. I kind of like the look of that. Like it's been in a snowstorm. The only thing I have not done is I forgot to come through and put the hole. There we go. Take my toothpick and poke the hole in. Now I can pick up what has already fallen off. You can even pick it up with your fingers if you want. It's just some good stuff. And just kind of, you can even pat it down. And let's see how that looks. Not too bad. I'm going to pat it a little bit. I think I want to add a little bit more down here. So you can take this and turn it into little snowballs for a scene. But if you made it more liquid, you could put this on a card front. Just adding some here and there. That looks good, I think. I don't want to cover up my hole, or I won't be able to get my ornament through. All right, now I'm just going to clean my fingers with a little wet one here. And this may make the lights flash. I apologize in advance if it does. But I am going to use my heat tool now. This won't help it dry, but it's going to make this puff up even further. So I'm just going to turn this on, get it warmed up. And you don't want to put this right down. I'll show you on the spoon. If you hold it down there too long when it gets heated up, if this is not heated yet, it can burn the snow. There we go. But I'm just going to run this around. And it's really going to be hard to show you this on camera. It makes the snow puff up like puff paint does. And that looks pretty good. All right. And that's all you need to do. I will do the other two offline here, and I'll come back and show them to you. Okay, I have the 3 of these done. Now they'll need to dry for a little while before I can flip them over and do the sparkle on the back. And I'm trying to get that so you can see the sparkle. There, you can, snow on the roof, etc. So I'll give them a couple hours to dry. Oh, sorry, it seems just got a text message come through. But that will be it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday tomorrow. So Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah to all of my viewers out there who may celebrate one or the other or both of those occasions. Now this snow, if I just keep it in this container, it'll keep for about a month or more. You could put it in a little tiny canning jar and vacuum seal the air out of it, which would make it last longer. but this will get me through several more ornaments. Thank you for watching and have a great day today and tomorrow.